Hello, students. Let's see how this works. My name is Tomo Gavranovic. I am the managing partner at Verizon Wireless. And really, in my capacity, what I do is I lead a team of about 34 sales professionals and consultants throughout the South Texas area, from Waco through Austin, San Antonio, down into the Rio Grande Valley, including Corpus City and all the border towns. Some of the major responsibilities include connecting with customers within the communities, providing technology solutions to those customers, like your phones, tablets, and connectivity through all of their business needs. When I think about somebody that could, join my team and what are some of the necessary skills needed to be in this profession, it really varies based on which specific task you would like to complete at Verizon Wireless. For myself, I have a degree in human resources from University of Akron in Ohio, and that role has helped me, in this journey that I've been now for the last 10 plus years at Verizon Wireless, specifically when it comes to leading sales professionals and leaders. But we look for talents that include marketing, that include technology background, specifically if it comes to mobile technology, security, computer sciences, and all of those. Really, when I think about what Verizon does in a community, and specifically now during the COVID crisis that our nation has seen, we are the ones that are connecting families. We are the ones that are connecting businesses to other businesses, our healthcare workers that are relying on our technology to make sure that they're sending that information securely between the patients and into the patient portal. And throughout our experiences dealing with government, dealing with schools, dealing with healthcare professionals, and then, the general community, we have found that over the last couple of weeks, folks are definitely utilizing our technologies not only to keep their businesses going in some cases, they're also using our technology to transform how they do business. I'm sitting to you here today from the comfort of my home, where on a normal day-to-day basis, I will be out and about in the field with my sales professionals. So we're changing how we're doing some things internally. We're also seeing our clients do things differently to keep their business going in the right direction. And then, making sure the families are connected, making sure that we are spending time with the loved ones. This is something that our network team has done a great job over the last couple of weeks, ramping up our network to make sure that you can make that phone call, so you can make that right connection out, through text message, through whatever application you may or may not be using. When I think about, some of the things that were challenging in my career, and when I was, the question is, what would you have wished you have known that you know now? I'm 36, and back in high school, I thought, I was probably the smartest person, as many of you might think as well, and nothing wrong with that, by the way. One, patience. I think you'll learn throughout your career, and the more you stay in a certain company, you learn that patience definitely pays off. Not being the first to react or respond to something, but kind of taking your time and think, is this the right message? Is this the right path that I want to take, that I want to make sure, if you get into leadership, that I want my team to follow? And what are some of the ripple effects that all of your decisions and thoughts are going to have across maybe a larger group? So patience is one thing that I wish I had maybe in my younger part of my career, where I was quick to react to things and get things off my plate, as they say. Have I really considered changing my career? No, not really. I enjoy this company so much. I've been blessed by this company, and really, starting many years ago in a different division, in our retail channel, in our retail stores, where most people know Verizon, where you go and you grab your phone, and then progressing into business-to-business sales, specifically supporting healthcare, then government, then healthcare and government, and now going into the enterprise sales. there's so much that our company does that, even within Verizon, you can have basically a career change and reinvent yourself and progress through different divisions as much as you can. And how our industry is evolving, and with 5G becoming something that we're all going to get to experience through our different communities very soon, it's going to transform how we do business, I think, on a large scale. Thinking the AR and VR experience, the augmented reality and virtual reality, where you're going to be able to use the power of our network and all the new devices that are going to come out as manufacturing ramps it up. That's going to transform how we connect virtually to the outside space, and maybe thousands of miles away with that instant reaction, because 5G technology itself has that low latency that allows us to do that. So think like robotic surgeries, in a sense. If your mind is firing it right now, that's going to become probably a real thing in the future. Hopefully not T-2000s. For those of you that know what I'm referencing, that's a Terminator. I don't want to see any of that, or Skynet. But some cool technologies that we might have seen in the movies are becoming a real thing over and over again. And that's what I'm mostly excited about. Where do I see the greatest job opportunities over the next 10 years? I would say tech and virtual space. It's gonna continue growing because, in speaking to many business owners and leaders here in South Texas, we're all trying to make sure that we connect with our clients, that we connect with our communities, that we connect with our students in some cases, virtually like this, and allow us to have a lot more touches, within those communities in a much faster pace to deliver the content. So I see technology evolving, application development. Mobile security itself over the last couple of years has seen a tremendous spike in a need, because as much as we use all these technologies now, we're also seeing a need to make sure that all this data is being transferred securely across the all the different applications that our network might be touching. So I see those evolving really fast. And then obviously 5G that I spoke about earlier. My advice to everybody that may be looking at this while you're at school: be curious. Don't set a path for yourself and go after it so hard, because that might change. When you're 13, 14, 15, your thoughts are set in a certain way, but then as you start growing up, you're going to notice that your mind might be going in a different direction. I'll tell you myself, when I was young, for the longest time, I thought I was going to be either a pilot or a police officer or be in the military. I never once said that I would be a managing partner at Verizon, leading us a group of sales professionals and be here for as long as I have. That was never my little thing that I wrote down. But your life takes you down a path that's very interesting, and I would say to everybody, stay curious, stay open-minded, and take advice from folks that have developed good careers out there, and stay in touch with them. My other piece of advice: find yourself a mentor, somebody that you can call as you start going through high school and college, and maybe postgraduate degrees. I would say find a mentor that you can talk to that's not your family member, that's not somebody that maybe as well, that can give you unbiased feedback on what are you doing right, what are you doing wrong, and that person is going to help you out a lot. I've had one probably now for close to 15 years, and even though I think now that I know a lot of answers, I still call them and I still ask for opinions. So overall, thank you all for listening, and feel free to reach out to me directly if you want to connect. Have a great day.